able to forgive himself with God's help.
Yeah, maybe it would be very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult. And I think you're right. I think sometimes when it's a little bad thing, it is easy to forgive. But when it is a very big bad thing, it is
he
more
can't
difficult.
forgive himself.
Yeah. But I like to think that it's possible, but maybe very difficult. Right?
I think it's impossible to forgive him.
Impossible or possible?
Because Judah, he is, how to say,
You can use Chinese, it is okay.
耶稣是被上帝选召的，他是唯一的那一位。但是，一旦有了他已经选择了不在耶稣里面，他就不可能被饶恕，他也饶恕不了自己。因为你看那个犹大，他是个贼，他时常偷取那个大义中所有的，圣经上写的就是，他经常偷耶稣的钱，就是，那就是不是一两回，就是他已经选择了永远的背叛了。他不是像别人偶尔的被过犯所胜，他经常拿着袋子的钱，他一直是个小偷。
那您的意思就是如果我们不选择耶稣，不去相信他，那么
那就
就是上帝和耶稣的这种恩泽也不会降临在我们身上。
因为那是不可能的，因为上帝的选召他是没有后悔的。你只要是你选择了我要在耶稣里面，一定可以被原谅，因为上帝可以让你的心对他有信心，对自己有信心啊。但是他选择了远离耶稣，他不但是远离耶稣，他还是从根本上本上远离耶稣，天天跟着耶稣在一起，看耶稣行那么多善事，那么多的神迹，知道神的，他偏偏还选择天天偷钱。你看这个没办法，圣经上这样记载的，所以他是不可能原谅自己，确实。
So summary.
Okay, brother said Jesus cannot be forgiven by Jesus or God because he did so many bad things and he knows what he should and what he shouldn't, and still though he followed Jesus to all over the world, but he still decided not to.
So his heart was always in the wrong place.
He hardened, again.
So yeah, I mean, if your heart is in the wrong place, then you're not going to change them. All right, good points, you guys. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Good points. Another question. So thinking about failure, can you think of a time when, after failure, you became a better leader? So maybe you made a mistake, but it made you a better person or a better leader. Can you think of any examples?
I see this all the time as a teacher.
As a teacher, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I teach a lesson, I'm
Oh,
like, well, that didn't work.
Let's do something better next time.
Yeah, that happened, right? And after a class where maybe it didn't go so well, like, are you just like, oh, like, do better next time, or do you get like bummed out about it and sad, or?
About 5 seconds of bummed out and sad, and then I'm
And
like,
yeah.
okay, well, I just won't do that again.
Yeah, right? And that's how I think it should be. It should be that way. Like, that wasn't the best, but okay, next time I'll do better. Anyone else?
The failure have the leader, not just the leader, it's everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And if one think that the leader, he want to be the person he want to become a leader, and then the failure will help him to become a leader. And if a person want to be another good person, the failure will help them to be another good person. It's not just a leader.
Yeah, not just so everyone can learn from their mistakes
And be better.
and be better. Good. Anyone else? Can you think of a time when you made a mistake and then learned from it?
When I feel, if you know, when I feel I've made a mistake, I just want to sleep.
You want to sleep? And then when you wake up, do you have new knowledge?
No,
Oh.
when I wake up, I find something new to go.
So maybe after you made the mistake, you found out, okay, I don't want to do that anymore. I'll do something new.
Yeah, it's right. Some people think if you are going the wrong direction,
Change directions.
a good thing to do is just stop.
Stop. Okay.
Sleep is good.
If you
Any-
find yourself in a hole, first thing to do is stop digging.
Anyone else on this one? We'll look forward. Okay, so obviously Peter grows as a spiritual leader in this story. So what does that say about spiritual growth?
That sometimes you'll fail,
Mhm.
but then through that you can be even stronger.
Yeah.
So like, don't just give up. Like, there's a lot of times even in like our lives, like we'll be like, oh my gosh, like I really need to do this more in my life. Like do devotions more or pray more or just have like personal time with God more. And maybe like you don't do it for a few days and then you're like, okay, I really need to do it, and it like makes you stronger to do it more. Or maybe you go the other way and you don't do it for a long time, and then eventually you can turn around. But I think it's just like, don't ever give up, because even Peter like actually denied God like in front of his face and multiple times, and like
After
he
being
still
told that.
became like an amazing leader. So even if you fail and fail and fail, like you still can be an amazing spiritual leader or have just spiritual growth.
I think oftentimes too, like one of the biggest problems for like myself, and I think a lot of leaders and spiritual leaders, is this problem of confidence. And we think, oh, we have the answers, or we're doing things right. And I think a lot of times the way that God helps us become a better leader is by humbling us. And I think a lot of times when we're just trying to follow God's will, and we're obeying Him, I think we might make mistakes, but we'll always be learning and growing. So I think it happens to me all the time.
And that being growing spiritually is like sometimes it can be really hard, and like difficult things will happen. Like that will, I mean, that could make you fail. But like the situation, it's not always going to be like, oh yay, happy, going along, and everything's easy. Like it's going to be hard and difficult.
So growth is not an easy thing.
Yeah.
Okay, great, yeah. And I think a lot of times, like, maybe if we pray, like, oh God, I want to be more patient, well, then that probably means you're going to sit in traffic on the way to Gwangju, right? And you can learn patience. Right? But it's not like that, oh, I am more patient. That was easy, right? It might be a little difficult. All right, the last thing we want to do, how can understanding Peter's failure help you better serve God today and in the future?
Well, the Peter, he made mistakes and he just avoided God when God is in danger. So sometimes we as a normal person, we can't be always the person. We maybe make some mistakes, but that Peter is just like us, and he will be forget, and then so do I, so do me, so do us. So we think that, so we will continue to serve God.
Okay, so having that perspective, knowing that, okay, He will forgive you,
Yeah.
even though you make a mistake. Okay, good. Did you have anything you want to say? About anything?
As a common people, everyone want to make mistake. But if you can face this mistake and do something you can't do, and
可以用中文说，我翻译也可以。
没事，我用英语吧。
好的。
你要字典吗？
啊。
你要字典吗？
What you said is good.
他还没表达完。
If you have this experience, maybe it will help you have a good
If you want, you can say it in Chinese, and maybe someone can help you say it in English. It is still your ideas, right?
Yeah.
No shame in getting help.
就是只有你经历了一些你可能经历了一些错误之后，你在以后的生活中，你可能会更加的顺利，我会有更加明确的方向。
Yeah.
你的意思就是说，不要害怕，勇敢的去经历，是
对
吧？我的意思，我是写的，don't be afraid of make any moves.
Okay.
Just go forward.
Go forward.
Depend on God.
Okay. Yeah, great. That's a great point. All right, and the last thing I want to do is I want to pray, right?